So I've been getting these like messages on LinkedIn, or maybe they're messages. I don't know, but no.
Oh,
Okay. For one, it's from people I don't know. And
okay.
then
So
they're like,
even worse.
I could tell that they're attachments or video links.
Oh my God, where
And
is this going?
well, it's nothing X-rated, I hope, because I won't open them. See, here's the thing. If someone sends me an attachment or like a video, like a link or something that I didn't ask for, I don't want to open it because I don't know what it is. I don't know who it's from. Oftentimes they're inventors, and I want to be able to message them and say, listen, don't send me photos or videos of your products because you shouldn't be sending anyone, me or companies, and we'll get into that in just a minute,
Yeah.
but you should be sending anyone unsolicited messages, emails, or whatever with your product, because that's not good business. But also, I'm an inventor and I'm working on things, and I don't want someone to like send me images and I'm working on something very similar or a similar theme, and then I come out with it, and then they think, what just happened? And it's like, no. So I don't want to open those things. I
Don't open those
sometimes
things.
I'll be nice and be like, listen, I can't open your stuff. But then I have so many DMs right now in LinkedIn that have like, I could tell that they're attachments. And I want to just tell the people, I'm sorry, I can't, I'm not going to look. I can't look. Not looking, kind of, you
Here's
know?
the way I heard this. You've got strange inventors sliding into your DMs.
Well, well, and they're probably wonderful people, and I know they're excited, and I know I was excited, and I didn't know protocol
Yeah.
all the time, of what to do, and so that's why I think that this conversation is important, not only because it will help them
Yeah.
with people like us that are trying to help inventors, but also companies.
Oh,
What
don't do it.
I learn is if you send like a sell sheet or a video to someone's email or to their LinkedIn and just send it to them unsolicited, they are not going to like that. And they too will probably not open it. And then you've lost all your chances with that company, because I will say some companies, they're fine with no NDAs, but you need to ask permission. You always have to ask permission before sending things to companies. But then also some big companies, you have to sign an NDA. It's their protocol before they'll let you submit to them. And you got to learn their submission process. And their submission process, 99% of the time, is not going to be send an image of your product through LinkedIn.
Yeah, it's
And
almost
I want to
together.
apologize if there's any companies that I did that to when I first started, and I have no recollection of it because I was just so excited and I just was trying to get it out. I am deeply sorry and I apologize. And I've learned, and I probably lost a possibility with you. And now I'm here to help spread the word that that's not okay.
I mean, for so many reasons, that's not okay.
No, it's not to anyone to ever just send things like to send a note to say, hey, April, I'm an inventor and I've got this idea, blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing is I'm currently not coaching
Right.
inventors. Ed sometimes, depending on his client list, will meet with inventors for a price because he is a business guy, like he has stuff, but he has a huge client load. So he's shaking his head. So right now he's not currently taking on any new inventors to help. But like there are people that do that, and you have to approach them the right way and ask. So we teach and help by doing these videos, and then we have our game design course. So if you have game design course, like game ideas, and you want help with it, that's where you'll get our help, is in our course. But just moving forward is what are some tips that we could talk about, or best practices on how to reach out to people to do it the right way, because we all now know the wrong way. You all know. And if you keep doing it, it's not good. It's not going to be good.
Well, and I think like that highlights a thing, right? So as an inventor, sometimes I think it's a lonely world, and we're out there and we're like, we don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So first off, I would encourage every inventor that's in the toy and game industry to join People of Play, to do the to read Mojo's articles and to participate in the community.
Yeah.
There's wonderful people out there teaching. We're two of them, but also there's a Zell Wage. He teaches a whole course about toy design and all sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's different people out there that are just like doing amazing things. And I think the most important part of the beginning of the process is be informed,
Yes.
right? And so it's not just our videos, which we do all the time, but it's the articles, it's the Bloom report, it's the,
Mhm.
there's so much good information out there, and we'll put links to it in the comments. But do not, um, like out of frustration, out of eagerness, out of passion, out of anything, send PDFs or images of your product to all these people, because it's going to be hard to protect that later. Like,
Mhm.
even if everybody was like, sure, send it to me, like, how are you going to patent something that you've shown to everybody, that you've posted here, there, and everywhere? You're not. And if you, or the company wants to patent it and you've already released it to the public, you've kind of ruined that chance. The other thing is the process is the process. And we all follow a process. It's kind of like an unwritten rule, which is ask permission first,
Yeah.
right? It's not this like do it and apologize that sometimes people are like, oh, I'll just do this thing and then I'll apologize for it. That may work in other areas, but it doesn't work here because the industry is so small, your reputation will precede you.
Mhm.
So what we do is we say, yeah, use LinkedIn to network, use LinkedIn to connect to people. And then say, hey, are you going to be at this show? Or maybe you can't go to a show. Or is there another way I can present my idea to you? And they might say there's a link on my website.
Right. Yeah.
And respect that. Say, hey, okay, great. I'll submit my thing through your portal. Um, or they might say, great, let's set up a Zoom call. Here's my
Right.
NDA.
Yeah.
But almost every large company these days is sending you an NDA in advance and saying, please sign this so that we can talk about your thing. And
Yeah.
every small person like myself, like April, like other people, if we're also inventors, don't send us your idea. That's not cool. Like
Mm-mm.
like April said, what if I've got a thing and you send it to me and I'm like, oh, and then I reply, I'm actually working on something just like this. Are you going to believe me? I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is so many people are working on so many similar ideas that it's probably true. It's almost certainly true. And now you're going to be like, so don't send things unsolicited. The thing
Yeah.
is, reach out, connect, communicate, NDA, book a meeting, present. And I'm also a big advocate for presenting your own stuff. I know a lot of companies are like, just send it in. And a lot of inventors are like, okay, great. And I think that's awesome. But whenever you're given the opportunity, if you can pitch it, pitch it.
Yeah. 100%.
Nobody has passion for it like you do.
Exactly. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Yeah. I love pitching my stuff because
Me
who knows it best, right? We do. We do. So I appreciate you talking about that topic with me, but like I said, I just have too many lately. And I think sometimes people think because we have things out already, they're also looking to partner with people that already have success. And I am currently already have too many partners or enough, right? Like I work with Ed a lot, I work with a couple other people, and then I'm working on my own things. So I'm, I not taking on any new partners. And I know you're not as well, and not to speak for you, but I know you're not as well. So just know that the ways to get a hold of us are, the videos and our game course and shows. We love meeting people at shows. We met so many people
Yeah,
that
I
we
mean,
saw videos
honestly,
at shows. That was so fantastic.
that was amazing. And honestly, if you have questions, we reply to almost every comment in our video. The best
Mhm.
place to actually ask us a question is to comment on our videos.
Right. And let us know what you want to learn about, or if you have questions, and we could do a video on that too. So I think that's super important. And then just be respectful of those companies as well and get permission to send anything or to try to set up a meeting. I think that's key. So
Me too.
I will say that I know people who've had unfortunate experiences with inventors, and then sometimes they stop taking new people. They're like, all right, we can't just meet with anyone new, and you don't want that to happen for
Yeah,
you. So
yeah.
um, make sure to ask permission. Great topic. Tell your friends.
Tell all your friends. Bye.